folks, it's your Mile High Priest. I'm up here on Sun's Day. It's Sunday, April 7th, sorry. Been doing readings all weekend, right? I think since Friday, maybe. My brain is kind of gone today. Aries, what's good? Happy birthday, Aries. Happy total solar eclipse, new moon in Aries. What's good? It's your season. We're burning up, right? Burning up, baby. You got me burning up. Aries, thank you so much for being here. I honor you and your presence. I appreciate your time and attention. I send you so much gratitude in return. This message is for the Aries Sun, Moon, Rising Collective, regardless of whether you have a distinguished, honorable, natal Aries placement in your natal chart. This may still resonate with you, and I strongly suggest checking out your other sign placement readings as well as the collective reading. There have been several, I think at least one prior message for each sign. So most signs are getting like the double, or I'm doing doubles for all the signs. I thought it'd be fun with since I skipped the last quarter moon in Capricorn, and also I thought it would be fun because of the Mercury retrograde to at least kind of try to get really into the message, right? Yes, remember, of course, this like beautifully culminates at the end of the year with the Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius and a new moon in Sagittarius that occurs later around December, if not for that month of December. But we are seeing like kind of like checkpoints along the way, and again, very like I don't know, it runs parallel with this Gregorian calendar that we use, right? Like there's a checkpoint in the summer, there's a checkpoint in the fall, and then we have the end of the year until finally Pluto returns to its transit through Aquarius. For the rest of the transit, it no longer will retrograde into Capricorn. It will just maintain its progression regardless of retrograde or direct movement through the sign of Aquarius for the next 19 to 20 years. Party. Aries magicians, Aries high priests and high priestesses. We'll see who shows up. Between high priest, high priestess, it's kind of like a tie today, but yeah, you're here. Aries, royals, kings, queens, you are the emperor. Happy birthday. Again, I honor you. I honor your path. I am your mercurial, effervescent, fiery Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, all the things. Gesture with your messages for your solar return, your solar eclipse, and your new moon in Aries, and your Mercury retrograde in Aries, and your Chiron conjunct the moon and the sun in Aries, and Venus is in Aries. Wow, okay. Also, Mercury is Mercury's doing the retrograde thing, right? So it'll be in Aries for like the next month and a half at least. I do have culminated messages for your horoscope, which in general is based on your ascendant, which is your rising. So this may resonate more so with rising Aries, or it may not. It may still resonate with your other Aries placements. And so at the top, maybe these sit at the top as like headlines or a summary statement or some summary phrase. Rev your engines. I mean, it's very typical, right? Candle magic, happy birthday. But I do honor it as very basic of like you, no matter your age, no matter anything, it doesn't matter. Maybe it's not a tradition in your family, or like, I don't know if this is a tradition outside of our, like America's like blowing the candles out. I'm thinking it's mostly a global thing. Maybe at least in the Euro and Latin countries, right? I'm assuming. But I'm going on a tangent. I'm just Aries. If it calls to you, simple candle magic, candle gazing. What is it called? Tatraka. And also, if you're really down for that inner child joy, fun, blow out your candles on your cake. And if your birthday already passed, do it again. Do blow your candles out on tomorrow, Monday. I don't know, the new moon eclipse, and you have a whole week for the new moon in Aries vibration. The new moon in Taurus should be pretty good, although it squares with Pluto. So maybe the moon in Cancer, maybe aligning the magic to help you to discern between emotions, feelings, thoughts, anxiety, stress, those kinds of things. Rock and roll is all you want to do. So I don't know if you're actually experiencing too much stress or anxiety, because rock and roll is all you want to do. And then I also have the number 446 or also 444, some type of feeling. There's some type of feeling. So yeah, we're going to have to go back because there's some type of feeling. Aries, I do have the tuning fork that provides a generous healing sound to clear energetics, and also it does personally help me to connect to higher divine sources. Okay, that's your little trigger warning. I am trying to tap it lightly. Here the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck. I would just like to, I just did the Cancer reading and I pulled out like 5 cards. I'm only trying to pull one out right now. Thank you so much, Goddess Isis, Sun God Ra. What is the message for the Aries Sun Moon Rising Collective for the new moon solar eclipse in Aries? Mercury retrograde in Aries, in the conjunction to Chiron. The bottom of the deck, we have none other than Mars. This is card number 22. 2-2. Iron. A Marsian. A metal attributed to Mars. If I remember, maybe I would like to read that one. Because if we have lead here and we have iron here, we gotta look at something, right? And the lead card reminds us to drop excess weight, excess. So iron. Are you some type of feeling? It could be something tied to perhaps, but I'm not attempting to go into that conversation. But yes, some type of feeling. It could be an energetic vibration. It could be that you are interested in new types of energetic work with the body. So it could just be physical, maybe switching it up, right? And that was a Libra message, switch. So it's like, yeah, can you, like for you, it's not that you're trying to leave like one collective for the other. It's just like you want to test different collectives, okay? It's more meaningful for you, and it pushes you to physically to honor that aspect of you. And maybe you are feeling really a lot of that pressure and you're like ready to fly out and bust out. But we have this 4 to 5 week period until the Mercury retrograde post shadow. ends and it's clear, right? About 5 weeks. And then another metal. Aries, this is about detox. This is card number 21, card number 22. And 10 is associated with Jupiter. So yeah, what actually weighs you down? Also, there is the need to detox. So that could just very well be in accordance with the message of like dropping anything that weighs you down, dropping the weight. Okay. The 10 does have that Saturnian vibration. So when Saturn and Jupiter work together, and they always do, right? But in this case, they are actually kind of, if they're not talking to each other, while Saturn's in Pisces, Mars in Pisces, right? And Jupiter in Taurus, there's a aspect created there. And that particular aspect that's referred to or called a sextile. It doesn't always affect every collective. It depends on your astrology, what's transiting, or like your natal chart, right? It's astrology, right? It can be very layered and jam-packed. Anyway, back to the message. I apologize, Aries. I keep getting off track. Saturn will only allow you to expand by following the rules. So Father Sky, Saturn rules. Father has rules. And they want you to release like what is bogging you down before you can expand. And you are going to, you are, and so you cannot carry this with you, and it could be something in affecting health. So it is perhaps recommended to take a look at what you're consuming, right? Could be the substance, or it could just be other people or other. It could be other people. It could be the people around you. You need to take a break from. Okay. And it may only be a temporary break, so there's no need to worry. I know that may not be the advice you want to hear. Of course, you have your decisions to make, but it would only be a temporary separation. And it is not a separation. It is just you taking the time out. Yeah, it is a separation, but it is you taking a short time out for to get back into Queen of Wands, and that's you, Aries. It is something in that Piscean house. So again, I get the sensation or feeling or picking up on, it could be other folks, but it could also very well be where your mind messes with your beliefs, or where you are actually partaking in some things without regard to moderation, right? Or safety, things like that. It may also be that you have felt stuck and low energy, and now it's like Aries flinging you, get back into your fire, your go, you're ready to roll, ready to rock and roll, ready to go, like in a good spirit, in good spirits, right? In good mind, in good health, all the good things. And I'm picking up that you're clearly seeing that I have the Prince of Swords and then the Queen of Discs. So you are, if you have come to determine. Yeah, I mean, it is still a challenge, right? Because whatever you're up to, what you're doing, what you're up, it like you have to work. The Queen of Discs is Capricorn, okay, with the last of the Sagittarius, and so it does tell me it is more you're not necessarily concerned, but your mind sits at your finances, or the all-encompassing like financials, budgeting, and accounting personally, and then also your work, right? It is very involved with the home and at work, or at least you're coming to honor that you do want to feel very secure, safe, and free-spirited, and honor your free will in a good space. And like you're coming to that, your mind's clearing a lot of this, like where has your attention been taking you? Where does your attention take your mind? Where does then your mind take your emotions? And then how do your emotions and feelings and all the rush of it, how does it leave you? Where does it put you? I think you've already taken care of this, and now it's maybe this redirection. Okay, redirect. So like it could be constriction of the mind. So focus, restrict the tendency to relinquish your attention, and your attention goes over there, right? Can we get one more card? Thank you, Spirit Guides of the highest light, Ascended Masters. One card for the PISCES. It's you're walking that fine line, okay? Yeah, look, options, the Tower, so cool, Mars. You're coming to. It won't be like you're not avoiding, you're doing the work so as to not like have this like intense Tower moment. And so you're kind of keeping the Tower moment a little cool it down, and I see you doing that. And then I have the Seven of Cups, which is Venus in Scorpio. So you're determining what is dead weight and what is not healthy, and what is either a block or your anchor. Like you're not trying to be anchored, you're trying to go. And so like, yeah, now I see that your mind is you're centering the mind, your mentality, your mind set on a particular goal or to do. So that's great. It's like you're working well with the mind to then look at in a discernible manner, look at what is going on around you, and like what do you need to remove, and what is a false kind of ideal or notion or value, something that you don't actually need, want, and something that if you do attain, garner, and if you do accumulate, like it is that aspect where Saturn is like, you're not constricting, you're not removing the excess, you're like still in the overt and inundation, right? But you're steering yourself. It's like redirection with the Prince of Swords. I'm so sorry, that is Aquarius. I think I mentioned to you that the King of Swords was here. So the Prince of Swords is in the traditional tarot, it would be the King of Swords. And for the most part, the swords are air elements, but the King of Swords, depending on your studies of the tarot, you would maybe I consider the Knight of Swords as Aquarius. In my readings, sometimes they do show up as Gemini, but I'm cognizant of that. Very conscious of those. But we do have Aquarius here. But that tells me it's a good aspect of like using discernibility. You're not using it against anyone or yourself. You know you've got to make good choices. Can we get more clarity? It's what's keeping you from this work that you want to do. Yeah, look, eventually it just depletes you. You're back to square one. And you're left feeling insecure, moody, emotionally kind of drained and zapped out. And then yeah, it's like the people start kind of taking advantage of you because you're a little like unclear and not well situated, well grounded. You are moving really fast in whatever you're doing, and it is mostly the mind. So it's great that you're realigning to center yourself. But we do have the Ten of Swords, and I was getting that. At least now you see, right? So now the plan of action is beyond what needs to be cut out. Now actually cut things out so that you can go. You can move it as the Prince of Swords, right? Wow, we have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, this may be that next step, and it may sound awful to you that we have to go so slow, step by step. I know that makes me impatient. But honor the time for you and for spirit, okay? Because there's some sort of like guidance from spirit. They can help to kind of not speed this up, but like not spend more time, right? Spirit calls. We have the Sun card. How beautiful is that? And then once again, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Very temporary kind of, what is going on? Is this really what's happening? Yes, but also it's like the dust settles. And I'm getting your main checkpoint is the fall. Okay? Throughout the next several months, you can come back to an emotional grounded state, recoil, come back to you. You don't need to be at everyone's beck and call, or you don't need to provide to everyone. Right now, provide more to you, give more to you, offer more time to you because you're moving so fast. Don't forget Mercury retrograde. And just the quality of time with the eclipses moving too fast may result in a moment of sabotage. So as long as you're very, doing your double checks, double takes, double looks, double, yeah, 9 of Wands, and you're ready to like freaking rock and roll. You'll have learned your many spiritual lessons from this timing to come back to you. 8 of Wands to come back to you so fast. And then at the end of the year, it culminates for you too. Something happens at the end of the year. Again, it's like kind of giving me the Libra. Was it the Cancer reading? Because they had, I forget now, but they had the Ace of Cups sandwiched between 9 of Wands and 8 of Wands, and you have the Sun sandwiched in between the 9 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. You have the Sun sandwiched between the 9 of Wands, Mercury, Moon in Sagittarius, and then the 8 of Wands, Mercury in Sagittarius. So again, this luminary, the Moon in Sag, and this, or this lunation and this Mercurial retrograde phase are or will occur in December. That's what I was talking about. That's why I'm like, this is fascinating. And for Cancer, they showed up in the Thoth tarot, and for you, they're showing up in the symbolic tarot. So I'm just like, okay, eclipses, do your thing, right? It's your time to shine, Aries. This is your season. Throughout the summer, there's garnering, there's a taming. Okay, it's the walking the walk. You gotta believe it. What did I say, High Priestess? You're here as a High Priestess. You gotta believe it. That you're above the fold. You're above the rest. You're above the competition. You are the Empress. You own the battle. You can fight the battle. You've earned your spiritual stripes, so to speak, and you do work with spirit. And here is a Page of Swords. You're no longer effing around. You're no longer trying to find out. You know, okay, this may cause the towers on others, but actually you may be surprised of who or what comes in. It could just be that this is your year of you, and you fall in love with you, and it revolutionizes your working ways and you in totality. Here's the Queen of Wands, you, Aries, and Ace of Cups. Having walked away, having made the change, having moved, having made the decision to follow through with movement, with honoring that you do want to create change, so you will create change. What is that? Well, again, what was I saying? That you will, this then opens the gates, the doorways, the gates to emotionally fulfilling, financially fulfilling, supportive, secure relationships, friendships, and partnership or partnerships in the romantic sphere that began as friendships, but through courage and strength and honoring the, like the build up, like, hello, take the next step. It's like your strength, and it's very real, right? 7 of Pentacles and 8 Arcana, okay? But you are like the planets guide you, again, the moon, in this future tense of December. You'll see you'll see like the path, like, wow, like I didn't know I would see this, but like you'll see it. And that's the contractual aspect, right? Then new levels unfold, new levels, new devs, but this is like your work, like, so obviously you've been working to get to this point, and that begins a new cycle, a new path. That is not scary. It's actually, oops, sorry. As I say scary, the monitor displays turn on. But this is like the rise. Like you rise, you leave, you become a whole new you. You feel more a part of a system, a collective. Yeah, look, the wheel once again, the Emperor. There you are. You are the Emperor. 3 of Cups, abundance. 3 of Wands, vision, movement. I did want to read the yeah, these messages have been kind of extending beyond the 25-minute mark, right? Let me look at Iron, card number 22. So there are 22 materials, right? I don't believe that all of them are metals, but we have iron, magnetism, reliability, and Mars. That's you. Read about the warrior Ogun, known as the god of iron in African mythology, to ponder iron in our bloodstream. Watch for planetary pairings between all the metals and planet cards. Iron and Mars appearing in one reading indicate a great conflict looms. Oh, I'm sorry. Mars is not here, but the tower, Mars tower. Okay, so you may have to make a choice to actually, yeah, separate yourself from whatever choices you have made. You're already cutting all that out, right? Because like I see then all the future where you're like done with that. Gotta go, sun, star, the devil, that kind of wish fulfillment. This should be, again, like that spiritual lesson and summary for you that can help you to avoid this conflict, right? Put your words and weapons down and let yourself be held by the structure that is already in place. What truly supports you? What have you already built? Iron dwells at the center of the earth, so when all else feels lost, go inward. It could just be you, your higher self, higher form. But no, I see that this decision takes you into a new, those new cycles for you, right? Thank you so much, Aries. I honor you. I honor your, Knight of Pentacles. You've got love and money and projects, and it's fun. And I think you're kind of leaning into this creative new era of you. You've transformed. I think this may shock others sometimes, or as of late in the readings as of late for the solar eclipse, there's a lot of like the other parties experiencing the tower after like coming to meet the new you, right? Which is also kind of a symbolism that's been in the atmosphere, especially in the scorpionic alchemical, which is very related to the energies here. Thank you, Aries. I honor you. I honor your path. I honor your decisions. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Please feel free to like, hit the thumbs up, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. I'd love to give you a thumbs up and heart. And if my brain is not dead, I will leave you a message reply. Keep it real. Enjoy. Happy birthday, Aries. Happy Aries season. Enjoy the total solar new moon eclipse in Aries. Enjoy the Mercury retrograde in Aries. Enjoy Mars zipping through Pisces. It will be in Aries soon, so no conflicts, please, because the energy is just kind of, you're moving fast. I think that may be your alert. You're ready to expand, but like not so fast. Okay, not so fast. We're coming back down Earth to Aries because you've been spiritualizing. Okay, thank you. I send you all the gratitude, all the love, all the light. I honor you, your path. Enjoy, have fun. I'll see you on the flip side. I'll be back really soon with more messages. Thank you, Aries.